Hello friends and welcome to Chatterfax Games. I am once again playing Strange Horticulture, and I'd just like you to relax, chill out, and enjoy this time playing a calm plant game. And I do know there are hints of things getting a little occult and strange in the story of this game, but overall we're still gonna have a good time. We've made it to day 7, so if I get through today, I'll have made it through my first full week as the owner of Strange Horticulture. It's another rainy day. I do have a clue to follow up here. 5 miles south of the tallest but one. It grows in peace in the midday sun. Interesting that the clue is rhyming. I wanted to look at this because it's red ebony I need to locate to make this tool work. So, 5 miles south of the tallest but one. I do remember this from the previous time I played the game. So this is one of the puzzles that I do remember. I don't remember a lot of them, but I do remember this one. The mountain peaks are marked with elevations, so I need to find the second tallest mountain. So 551, 873, 859, 902, 803. So I'm seeing 902 and 873, 899. Okay, 978 will put about Scoffell Peak at 978. We'll put 902 at the second tallest. I'm not seeing anything else. If I see any other peaks that are at least 900 feet. Scanning the map, it's possible I missed one, but I believe this is the one, so 5 miles south. So it should be right here, just northwest of Torver. Found it. The forest here is lush and vibrant. The bird song feels enchanting, like the call of sirens. Nestled in the undergrowth under the shade of a birch tree, a plant grows. I'll collect that plant. Well, that's an interesting plant. It's almost a mushroom, but not really. Perfect. Tell Hellebore hello now that I got back from the mountain. Been wanting to move my labels over here so they're less confusing with closer inspection. And let's help a customer. Ann Wood again. I was able to strip away the swift snare's vines and lift the lid. With more than a little trepidation, I'll admit. To my relief, but also disappointment, the coffin contained nothing but dust. At least that's what I thought at first, but when I looked closer, I discovered a golden amulet embedded in the gray ash. On the back of the amulet was an inscription that says, "With Solomon's scepter, I awake." Solomon's scepter, that's a plant, right? Solomon's scepter. It is a plant. Also known, alarmingly, as Hell's Gate and sometimes Solomon's Scorn, the flowers of the plant are commonly used in witchcraft and other satanic practices. Many sweet-smelling small flowers grow along the stem. This could be one. Dark purple flowers. This looks more likely. Light purple flowers. The smell is alluring. That seems more likely. That doesn't seem to match the diagram of the flowers. All right, I believe that this is Solomon's scepter. Collect a book entry on Long Barricund. Sometimes called Witch's Remedy, the Long Barricund is believed to lift curses. Small leaves grow in pairs along the stem. Let's label Solomon's scepter. I need to know where yeah, so it would be in between Shimmerlung and St. John's Poppy. Obviously, anyone who has ever kept a greenhouse knows the best way to organize your plants is not by the type of light and soil and water they may need, but by alphabetical order according to name. And no one's going to tell me otherwise. David Schaefer. I don't think we've gotten the mail in a couple of days. I heard a shepherd got killed by some wild beast up near the Swineside Stone Circle. They say it slaughtered half his flock as well. People around here don't seem too bothered, but it's got them panicked down Foxfield way. Thank you, David. Kentmere Eye. Kentmere. I believe I'm finally going to be able to use this tool. So if I set it on Kentmere, gonna need to get it out of the way a second. So I'm gonna center it on the square that has the dot. And here is the symbol. So it said the eye, Kentmere Eye. So that could be this square or this square. It's a little open to interpretation. I'm going to try the square the pointer is actually on first, and if that's wrong, I'll try the square beside it. So that is right there. From Kentmere, I followed the bearing of the eye. and end up in a small forest north of Kendall. The woods are thick with briar and brambles, but amongst the tangled undergrowth, a type of flower is flourishing. Perfect. New plant. Can't argue with a new plant. Let me get these out of the way. I'll archive that note. I'll put this away. And I will help another customer. Verona Green again. Well, this is getting interesting. I was able to confirm that it was indeed gilded dendra that was used at the Swinside ritual site. That's a worrying sign. It's a plant that is used in several of the darker incantations. And it can't be a coincidence that the very same plant was used to poison the Arda. There must be a connection between this murder and the Sisterhood. I was thinking the same thing. I need some mental clarity to think it through some more. Some maiden sorrow would help a lot. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. So, the poison was used to kill not one but two people. And I'm just a plant shop owner. So, I don't know what I can do. But I can give her some maiden sorrow. Rubbing the soft leaves of this plant between one's finger and thumb is said to help prevent the mind from wandering, providing a focusing effect. The flowers of this plant droop mournfully, but it is the thorns along its stem that are thought to lend its name. So we're looking for thorns and a drooping flower. I would not say those flowers are drooping, and besides I remember another entry about bright colored thorns. This could potentially be it. I don't have any other thorny flowers. Well, maybe one that's been labeled already. But the one I'm looking for should not be labeled. These thorns look menacing. I'm staying well clear of them. That's not the one I wanted. I wanted the other plant with thorns. This one looks more like the diagram. A single pink flower that smells pleasant. I'm going to give this a try. That's the one. Maiden Sorrow. I've got an entry for Red Ebony now, finally. So the problem with my new setup is I'm covering up the labels. Alright. This is Maiden Sorrow, I believe. Yes. Where are my Mary's? So it's going to be before. Which one? Mary's Breath. Huh. My Gandhi root is out of order. Okay. Alright, I believe I fixed that. I think that sometimes the wandering rue isn't the only plant to change places overnight. But hopefully I've got them all in order here. Maiden Sorrow is labeled. Now I want to go to the contents because I have some red ebony finally. Or I have a page describing it. This plant is said to uncover that which was hidden, including buried treasure and secret writings. The red ebony is extremely rare and not well studied. Blood has been spilled over this plant, which is where the red part of the name is believed to come from, since, confusingly, the large flower is in fact blue. That could be it. A large blue flower with an odd protrusion. I'm fairly certain that's it. So let's see if I can get this tool to work. Perfect. It works. Perfect. Alright, I think I can archive that letter. I don't know if there's anything else to discover there. Let me hold that up for a second. Alright, I want to see if there's anything to discover on the map, or my desk, or the book. Elderfinium grows here. Where's that at? So 1 down 2 west from White Seer Camp. The Great Oak. Fascinating. Is there anything else? Tomb of the Hunter. Well, let's see if we can find some elderfinium, if I haven't already. Whoever wrote on my map has been very helpful. I would never have thought to come out to this desolate place in search of plant life, but a quick search yields exciting results. That will be elderfinium, and I should label the red ebony as well. Elderfinium. We'll make it blue since it hasn't been confirmed by testing it with someone asking for it yet. I guess that's more of a purple or a violet than a blue, but that's fine. This one, I will say, is confirmed as red ebony because it made my tool work. Bennett. there anything else to discover here? What if I were to put my map away? And examine my desk? Well, those symbols are glowing, but I don't know what to do with those. Was there a... Yeah, there may be a code to put in that with this card and others like it, probably, if I remember correctly. Like, is that something? Because it looks like this tool, but I think that's just a ring from a mug. Make sure there's nothing under my labels. Alright, well... that was useful. I wonder if it'd be worth it to examine any archived letters for hidden clues. There's a lot. I don't know, that might be a pointless exercise. I can make a more thorough examination of that later. I'll close the archive. Hellebore. I'm gonna invite someone else in. Reuben Ward. It looks like I'm going to have to make a trip to Black Combe. Verona noticed something at the Swinside site that's had me pondering. A piece of slate with a symbol drawn on it in black. Can't think anywhere else around here where you'd get slate from. That, and Bradley Miller keeps insisting he saw something up at Black Combe. But then again, Bradley Miller does claim that Barry stole his wheelbarrow. If I'm going to spend a night out on the hills, I'll want to take some eyebright with me. Wouldn't want anyone sneaking up on me in the dark. There's our entry on Elderfinium, which definitely matches. Eyebright. Take care not to touch its brightly colored thorns. They will do no lasting damage, but they contain a small amount of venom that will cause a severe pain for several days. The plant only grows to the south in warmer climates, where they call it Loth after a long-dead king. Known to improve eyesight at night, even in the darkest places. The thorns look menacing. I'm staying well clear. Got a book entry on wild coal. The purple berries are recommended by physicians in place of a hair of the dog mentality as a tonic for those suffering the effects of having drunk too much the night before. There are some who consider wild coal a sacred plant, perhaps owing to its rarity, and claim that it is bad luck to pick the berries. I don't think I have anything with purple berries currently, so I'll have to find that plant. In the meantime, let's label the eyebright. Common Trouse, Forest Camphor, Fox Button. So it should be right there. I might have to start another shelf below. curious what this says about elderfinium. Has a strong, sweet aroma, which does match the entry for it. Let me grab my map. I think I'm gonna go to one of the places marked on the map. Tomb of the Hunter, just a little west of Jack's, right? Rake? Yep. I wonder if I have what I need to explore that. I guess we'll find out. Right there. The memorial bears the name of Swaith Pryor. It stirs a memory. He was one of the Drare. Theirs is a lonely life at the mercy of a dangerous addiction. They build up a tolerance to the Dranthium sap in childhood that they might benefit from its potent effects, but they will die if they stop taking it. An unusual plant grows sparsely around the memorial. That isn't Drafinium, was it? Or Dranthium? A plant with powerful mind-altering abilities. Those who inhale the smoke from burning its long, sharp leaves elevate their awareness to levels otherwise unachievable. Some name Dranthium as Green Eye, a name derived from the telltale sign of an overdose, where even the whites of the eyes take on a green tint. This is probably it. Purple flowers, long thin leaves that bear surprisingly sharp edges. Long sharp leaves, yep. This is Dranthium. Is this purple berries? No, it's red fruit. Alright. That was a useful expedition. I'll talk to another customer. Forest bear. Does it ever stop raining in Undermere? You have a reputation in town for knowing about unusual plants. I need some gray sandfire. Nobody around here seems to even know what I'm talking about, but I hope I'm in the right place now. As far as does it ever stop raining, it has been rainy more days than not while I've been playing this game. Gray sandfire. Sandfire has a tough outer bark, which has many useful properties. Some chew it as a form of dental hygiene, taking care not to swallow it as it can cause unpleasant stomach distress. The flame-like tendrils give off a smoky scent, adding to the impression of a roaring fire. That has to be this plant, right? Smells faintly of wood smoke, feels like rough glass paper. Yep, smoky scent. Have some gray sandfire. I'm not sure if that's a fungus or a flower. I'll put it with the flowers. Embersoul. Embersoul is thought to have protective properties. It is sometimes given as an offering to various deities in return for sanctuary. Produces flowers with many petals. Watch out for the leaves, they're razor sharp. Gray sandfire. strong gray. That's okay. I know what I mean. Philodendra, candy root, gray. This shelf is getting a little crowded. I'm curious if either the cover of my book or my map, property of Nicholas Culpeper. Nothing magical there. Well, that's been a good day's work. Let's close up for the day. Keep things tidy. At first, she felt free, but it wasn't long before the reality of her situation began to take its toll. She stole food when she was hungry and slept in makeshift shelters, not knowing where she was going, not caring. Eventually, she made her way to Grisdale Forest. Lowick to Ilgilhead, Foxfield to Crinkle Crags. It's not raining, and Hellebore is very awake today. He sleeps when it's raining, and he's awake when it's sunny. I'm curious if there's anything magical on these cards. Nothing. Lowick to Ilgilhead, Foxfield to Crinkle Crags. Lowick to... Is that Ilgilhead? Could be. Lowick to Ilgilhead. Foxfield to Crinkle Crags. So is that marking an X? Alright, so this is the center in between Foxfield and Crinkle Crags. So somewhere in here, it has to pass between these two. And does Lowick to Ilgilhead? Somewhere in these two columns. Somewhere in this square, and I think Foxfield going to try right there. Yep, I think that's the most likely spot. Nailed it. The magpie sees me before I see it. I do not know how long it has been watching me, but I can tell that it is interested in my movements. A strange sensation creeps over me, and I feel an urge to leave this place, but not before collecting a plant for further study, one for sorrow. Turning to leave, I see another magpie and another plant I've never seen before. 2 for joy. No clue what those plants may be, but those flowers are very similar to plants I've seen before. I'm curious. My wandering boo did not move. Perfect. How's my organization? Gentia, Shimmerlung, Solomon Scepter. I was just making sure they're all still in alphabetical order. I think it's time to help a customer. Enos Aylford, you were wise to pledge your support to the Seeds of Redemption. Oh, that's right, I forgot last time I joined a cult. Together we are stronger. Now that the Dendru has awoken, the redemption is upon us. It is a glorious time. Our deeds will be remembered for 1,000 years. Those of us that have put our faith in the woken Dendru will be saved, but we must act swiftly. We will be in touch soon. Praise the Dendru. I'm very curious. I hope I didn't cause any bad consequences by actually joining. Unknown. My mind is clouded. Dark. I see it, and it sees me. All of me. Elderfinium is the answer. It must be. I will not forget those who helped me, horticulturist. Elderfinium. Larkshine. Larkshine is a plant with a powerful defense mechanism. It releases stinging barbs triggered by a light touch. The pain is said to be unbearable and can last for several days. Sometimes confusingly called kidney flower. This is thought to be a reference to the kidney-shaped seeds held within the spiny pods that grow out of this plant. So I think it's fair to change this to yellow. Elderfinium. Eyebright. Forest Game Free. So right beside the Eyebright. I'm gonna start putting plants down here. That shelf is definitely very crowded. Move these along so they don't get mixed in. Oh, he's so cute. Grace Enright. My mom was into horticulture. I found this among her things. Golden light, that's a plant, right? I'm not sure what long Meg could mean, though. Is that another plant? And anyway, I thought you should have it just in case it's any help. Oh, thank you. She loved this shop. So we've got a note. Golden light, start at Long Meg, South 3, East 2. Nothing magical going on there. This isn't going to be help. Long Meg. Do I have a Long Meg on my map? Long Meg. Long Meg. I'm not seeing anything that could be Long Meg. Unless I'm just blind. Elderfinium goes here. Just do a careful scan of my map. Try to make sure. I found the tomb of the hunter. There's the great oak. I haven't been there yet. Long Meg. So start at Long Meg. I will have to consider more carefully. But while I'm at it, does this thing have any magical properties or messages? Nope. All right. Long Meg. Golden light. Start at Long Meg. And wood. Help me. The amulet. I can't remove it and it's drawing the life from me. Long Barricund. There it is. Long Barricund. Sometimes called Witch's Remedy, the Long Barricund is believed to lift curses. Small leaves grow in pairs along the stem. Not those. Maybe. The flowers have a delicate scent. Purple, turning to pink at the ends. That could be it. Do I have any other plants? Yes, I do. Small leaves, delicate flowers. Ooh, that's going to be tricky. Which of these do we think is more likely? This one specifically mentions the small leaves, so I'm going to give that one a try. Nope. This is probably it then. I'm not sure what the clue was there. But I can feel it working. Thank you. Long Bearcund. Cauldry. The uses of cauldry are not well known. Some say it has applications in dark magic, but this author has found neither substance nor specifics to back up those claims. Those who worship the huntress, Arduina, place the flower as an offering to ensure a successful hunt. It grows from a thin stem with small leaves. This is Long Bearcund. Let me just check this again because it was the one that didn't mention small leaves specifically, which seems a bit of a red herring. Lady of Summer. Nope. Which fig? This fig. I know I made that joke last time. Amos Duncan. I've received quite a few letters from him. It's good to see you, my friend. I've been on the road so long, I'd started to wonder if you were still on the other end of the letters I've been sending. I'm back in town for a few days though, and I wanted to give you these before I forgot. I found them in the pocket of an overcoat that belonged to your uncle. 4 notes. Here we go. So we have 5 of these. And we have 5 buttons, which I'm going to assume make a code. Well, those fit together. Yeah, and then this one, that edge matches pretty perfectly. As does that. That's got to be it, right? What happens if I click these? The symbol changes. So I want that flower. So 6 petals. Oh, it's like a combination based on the number of petals. Maybe 5 petals. 4 petals. I guess the bell shape, well, it's 2 petals. Yeah, so it does work. 2 visible petals. No, but upside down or right side up. Yeah, so it doesn't exactly translate to numbers. But the important thing is that we get the right shape in. We just got a bunch of stuff. So before anything else, I'm going to put these away. I could probably archive them. That was very helpful of Amos. And they even fit together nicely in the letters drawer. All right, what do we have here? Trimblehuff. The trimblehuff is traditionally used as a decoration at weddings, as it is thought to strengthen relationships. A cross-section of the small cup-like flowers, they generally point downwards to avoid filling with water and to allow easy access for pollinating insects. Devil's Nightcap. This plant is known colloquially as corpse's friend. If ingested as a seed, it will cause a slow, agonizing death, and the plant will grow out of the body once deceased. Well, that's not a friend at all. That's an enemy, not a friend. It has a light, pleasant scent, not dissimilar to pine needles. Boiling the root in vinegar creates a tonic against fevers and poisons. It's giving me some entries. A briar's disc, often called a smuggler's disc, is a simple device that can be used to send coded messages. The location of cached cargo, for example. The principle is cunningly straightforward, but the code is undecipherable to prying eyes. Both parties must be in possession of a disc of identical size with the same symbols attached around its edge and a map. To encode a location, you would then place the disc over some named point on the map nearby and note whichever symbol is pointing to the location. It may be necessary to string multiple symbols together, but you can use the method to reach any other point on the map as required. And that's what this is. So I remembered how it worked from my previous playthrough, so that's why I didn't need this letter to explain that to me. Robert Barrow's Medicinal Herbology. Blackhall Road, Kendall. I'll archive that. Doesn't seem to have any other use. Got a coin. 1813 goes forth. I'm curious. I'm going to go to Blackhall Road in Kendall. Hold down the fort for me, will you? Let's go to Kendall. Where is Kendall? Kentmere, Sedberg, Foxfield. Well, this isn't going to be as easy as I thought it would be if I can't find it. Lowick, Gleason, Blackborough, Kirkhead Tower, Arnside, and more Searsburg Castle, Sedberg, Trebay. Under Mere? Oh, Kendall, right there. I find the medicinal herbology shop off Blackhall Road. I know you, says the man behind the counter, Robert Barrow presumably. You're the owner of Strange Horticulture. 2 hours later, after a lengthy and engaging discussion covering a variety of botanical subjects, we decide on a trade. It turns out Robert is a collector of unusual fungi, and I have just the thing for him. Copper Caledonian. I need to remember Long Meg, but I'm going to put that away for now. Copper Caledonian. This plant has a rejuvenation effect, but most who have tried to benefit from its properties have come to realize that it's a curse, not a blessing. Though you may appear younger, you will quickly become more frail and brittle. The red patches that are often seen growing on it are in fact a type of fungus themselves and not a part of the plant. This seems likely. And it's really my only other fungus. Well, we've got 2 fungus with red patches. It smells rotten. Okay. The shape matches though. Mushroom plant with red warts growing on it. And yes, the shape does match. There's a fungus, but its shape doesn't match, doesn't have red bumps. Copper Caledonian. I got 3 plants out of that. Beautiful. Good job holding down the shop, Hellebore. Red for fungus. What do we have here? Bishop's Paracel, Sunset, Mount Cap. Excellent. I can close that door now. Just get in the way. Simone Green again. I have no idea what any of this means, but it seemed like something you might find interesting. I can archive the medicinal herbology card. I found it while clearing out the nook of the east wing. Baylock's elixir. Made from the crushed petals of 3 distinctive plants, Baylock's elixir is a potent aid to memory, allowing those who drink it to ensure they retain important information that they will not forget. Care must be taken after drinking, however, to avoid the fate of Grey Gale, who slowly lost her mind after taking Baylock's and staring at a blank wall for 12 hours. We've got 3 symbols here. Interesting. I'll figure out what to do with that in a bit. I believe we'll close up shop. Do you agree, Hellebore? A young woman alone in the world, she was taken in by the sisterhood and given a home. It was a chance for redemption, a new start. Alright, well, thank you so much for watching. I hope you were able to relax and de-stress while watching this, and I will see you next time. I hope you have a great day.